play some Silent. No, Fireworks. I never use Replay the Spire, or whatever it's called. Unresumer, that's it. I think I'm philosophically opposed to it. Feels to me like it's a really useful mod that lets you do some really cool stuff. But feels to me like being able to look at the other player's cards after they fold in a hand of poker. Or better yet, after you fold in a hand of poker. Now, it's a single-player video game. You can do whatever the hell you want, right? I don't want to, though. Doesn't look like Niao's Lament can do much for us. Random Rare is pretty good on Silent. Transform 2 might be even better. Hard to go wrong with a Transform 2. And reviewing is one of the best ways to get better at poker. I think Run Resumer is one of the best ways to get better at Spire. It makes sense. Being philosophically against a mod in a single-player game is something. I mean, I'm also philosophically opposed to, like, the super speed-up mod. Don't take it too seriously. I'm gonna go with Transform 2 here. Yeah, why get one rare card when you can get a rare card and 2 removes and another uncommon card? That's pretty good. We get an Unload, which is huge damage here in Act 1, and a Noxious Fumes, which is going to help kill Guardian for us. That might be good enough that we can take on one of these elites. Could make it a 3 elite act. I definitely want to make it a 2 elite act with these 2. Or maybe even these 2. Wait, ooh, maybe. Shop's over here as well. I can even opt into this shop, right? Not quite. If I go to this shop, I can't fight this elite. Interesting. But if I go to this shop, I can. So I kind of like having the option to go to that shop. Depending on what's in this event node, we might make a choice. And then from there, we can decide whether we want to fight this elite. Or if we want to go in either of these directions. Yeah, some options there. We're starting here, though. Take that, Jawworm. They already unload showing how it's awkward, right? Discarding Ascender's Bane is actively bad for us. Hopefully the additional damage makes up for it, but unload do be unload sometimes. Playing Fumes less because it does more damage than a strike, which it only barely does in this fight, with how short it's going to be, and more because I don't want to redraw the Fumes when I might need a block card. Because you only do like 2+3, where still less damage than strike would have done. Going through the block is nice, though. Backflip or calculated gamble? I think I would take a backflip primarily in Act 1. Gamble is arguably the better card to have overall. Backflip is better right now. Tricky. Very tricky. Ideally, we want both of them. Yeah, the backflip's nice against the Guardian. I like the backflip because we're down 1 defend. I like it that it helps me get to Fumes faster, too. I guess Gamble could do the same thing. It is easier to find more backflips. As I've said before, I'm just clicking on those backflips as well. I'm just going to keep clicking on the backflip until we have about 5 of them. So that's not an incentive. Should have killed the little guy there, actually. What if we just let him die to the poison, though? That worked out. And now that I have a backflip, the Masterful Stab feels way better. Hell yeah. Give me the 0 cost, deal 12 damage. Okay, now we're slapping stuff pretty hard here. Looks like I'm skipping fumes this time. Actually, I don't need Survivor, I just realized. I could have done fumes and strike. I was wrong to Survivor there. I forgot how much damage Unload did for a second. Get an attack potion and a blade dance if I want one, or a flying knee. Flying knee's fine. Probably we take blade dance though. Yeah, probably we take a blade dance. The most damage. We're in pretty good shape to fight this elite currently. I don't feel like I want to go to the shop. Depends on what the event is though. How do I feel about Masterful Stab versus Backstab? Typically, I prefer to have the backstab, but Masterful Stab does have an advantage in certain circumstances, namely decks that have both a lot of block and a lot of card draw, and we're on our way to that. I'll take a Blade Dance. Some more options then. Slime Goop. Okay, so that pushes us slightly in this direction. Ultimately, we can essentially trade a fire for a shop here. Am I going to take the money? Am I going to go this way, though, is the question. I guess I'd rather go this way anyway. Well, no, because then I missed this elite, right? This is the way to get the shop and fight this elite. Feeling strong enough. But I don't think I'm going to need the shop this act. So I'm okay if we end up with like 500 gold in Act 2. Okay, let's take another fight then. Morning, Dr. Strange. Or The Strange. Morning, The Strange. Keep hurting it. Split at 21, that's pretty good. Strike Unload will kill one of them next turn with the fumes. So only if they both attacked would we take any damage here. Okay, and we get another good potion. Now I feel really good against this elite. But I want a poison stab or a skewer. Not exactly. I guess the poison stab is pretty good with the fumes as a way to build up more poison. Feels like we could skip these though. They're not really anything spectacular. We have area damage. We have fumes, which kind of counts. We can also kill one sentry really fast. I think I'm just going to skip and go into the elite fight here. It is the sentries. And yeah, we get, look at this opening hand here. really good chance to use the upgrade potion. Do some math. How much total damage do we have? Does it kill one with upgrade pot? I mean, we can kill one without upgrade pot, is the thing. It's just really, just a good idea to use the upgrade potion. Because you get so much more added damage out of it. We have very little damage in the draw pile, so choose our target carefully here. Let's see. Upgraded unload does 18, 16 from the Masterful Stab, 9 from the Strike, 43. And then we still have Blade Dance and Neutralize. We can probably allocate that a little bit more efficiently. There's also a question of, should we target the front or the back one? So it looks like we have about 20 extra damage here. And yeah, we can upgrade before or after Blade Dance. If you upgrade before, the main advantage is that it's upgraded the next time you see it. If you upgrade afterwards, you do slightly more damage. Because 3 Shiv plus is 18 damage, whereas 4 regular Shivs is 16 damage. So you get 2 more damage by playing Blade Dance and then using Blessing. In the event that that matters. But yeah, it's a question of, do I kill one of the front ones and take 10 damage this turn, or do I kill the middle one and then deal with synchronized attacks? I don't think I want to do that. I think I also want to prevent 3 days, right? I think we should kill one of the front ones and tank 10 here. That feels right to me. Any functional difference between choose which one between the front or the back you target? Not really, no. Let's upgrade after Blade Dance. And can I perfectly kill you? Let's see, what do we got here? 27 plus 12, yes. Let's go unload. Strike. Wait, no, I'm bad at math. Okay, overkill by 2. Something went wrong there. I'm not sure what. And then I'm going to target this one next. Yeah, pretty happy with that. I think we could have done 2 more damage to the middle one. I possibly shouldn't have played that backflip. It's all good, though. I'll play Fumes here. We always full block on this turn as well. In fact, we just kill. I think 5 more on the way out. That's fine. Okay, pretty good first elite fight. We get a Regal Pillow, which is potentially useful here. We definitely have the chance to use it to rest. And Feeder here, which I'm super gonna take. Welcome Feet to the deck. Feet and Fumes are definitely a wombo combo, as it were. Work together quite well. I think I'm going to upgrade the Fumes first. And then I am going to go this way. We're not going to go to the shop, although we do have enough money for the shop to be pretty good. I think we're strong enough that I don't need to. He says, moments before death. Actually, this looks fine. I can just KO the gray slime on turn 1 here. Will that let me kill the thief in time? I don't know. Can I kill the thief on turn 1? Let's see. We have 24, 40, 43 damage. So close, but not quite. But I can kill him next turn, right? mean, it's taking a small amount of damage from the slime. I do want to keep my money. I do want to keep my money. Not going to use the attack potion here. This is for Knob. Need this potion for Knob. I think 5 isn't even that bad. And it looks like I would have taken damage on that turn anyway, right? Even if I killed this slime first. Because I only drew the 1 block card. So I'm quite happy with my line. Yeah, usually this is a much harder fight. Oh. Oh no! Slime gets bonus damage in. How sad. Okay, another good potion, though. Potions are putting us in a really strong position. Deflect is pretty good here because we have footwork, and because I'm not afraid of the Knob. So I'm going to take this Deflect. And we're going to get Strike Dummy, which makes me even less afraid of the Knob, making all strikes do bonus damage. Excellent. Max health Knob is coming. He can do whatever he wants. I'm not afraid of him. And then I think I am going to rest here. If I have any chance of fighting the Burning Elite, we should rest. Which I'm okay with doing. I might opt out of the Burning and go this way. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to rest. Get a ton of health thanks to Regal Pillow. We're actually 1 away from max health now. The power. Poison Stab is back. Still probably don't want it. Do I care about Endless Agony? I don't think so. What's the silliest way I ever lost a run? Yeah, Failey's got it. I was just typing in that command. I choose death. Havoc Blasphemy? No, we won the run where Mayhem played Blasphemy. That was fine. Everything was fine in that. Alright, I'm gonna wait until Fumes here. Fumes and Feet. Fumes turn 3 is the worst, but that's alright. Not gonna backflip. Oh yeah, also exclamation point empty is another good moment I lost the run to to being dumb. I should probably play Unload here. Although it makes my Masterful Stab cost more, I am not gonna play Unload. Boo. Was the Blasphemy Vault just not knowing how that worked? No, so what I wanted to do was play Blasphemy, then end turn, and then have Time Eater die to the retaliation damage so that I could flex on the stream by having Time Eater die to the reflected damage before Blasphemy killed me. But I played Vault instead, and I forgot that the enemy wouldn't attack me if I played the Vault. So I died. But basically, I was trying to meme on the chat, and I died. Because I math's wrong. Flex too hard. think we're still good here. It only does 6 damage, right? Yeah, so strike is actually more damage now. Wraith form is here. It's not really a good Wraith form, actually. Especially going into Guardian. I kind of don't want it. Pretty good into Knob, though, I guess. This does not feel like a deck that's building towards having a Wraith form in it. Pennib's sweet, though. Flex Pot might be better than Attack Pot. I think it is. That sounds like I get to fight the Burning Elite here if I want to. Upgrades are good. I don't need them, though. Yeah, let's get the Burning Elite done. Skip the thingy. We also get a bonus relic, apparently. The Bag of Preparation is welcome. Awesome. Excellent. Could be a Ring of the Serpent run. I'd actually be pretty happy with it. Yeah, this could be a really good Ring of the Serpent run. Not even Knob. We should do math to actually allocate the damage correctly this time. Let's see. 17 plus 14 is 31. Shiv would make that 40, so I can perfectly kill the front one. We want to kill the middle one, though. Blade Dances. 9 apiece. $35 plus 8, 43. Okay, there we go. So we go Masterful Stab, 2 shivs, and then Neutralize. Kill this guy. Then I can play Footwork, Strike, Shiv. I could also second potion if I want to, but I think at this point I'd rather keep this potion. Two strikes will kill the front one. Or strike, unload. Survivor almost full blocks. Yeah, this is looking good now. No fumes, but that's fine. Although this draw is quite bad. Worked out, though. We actually just kill. Pennib the unload. Don't discard the shivs. Kill it. It's only 2 health. We get a Juzu bracelet for all this work. And another backflip. As like I said, I'm going to keep clicking on these until I have about 5 of them. And now going into Guardian, I'm definitely going to upgrade my Footwork. Footwork Fumes should just beat Guardian. In the event that we get smacked on turn 2, we have the Cunning Potion to stop it. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. Well, I say that, and then this happens. Although, how much? They're Shiv pluses. Yeah, so that is enough damage to stop the smack. Do I just want to lose the health instead? Kind of. Not taking that much, right? It's only 9 damage. Yeah, 9 damage, which is only 2 damage into next act. So would you rather have 2 health or a Cunning Potion in Act 2? I'd rather have a Cunning Potion. We should have done that differently. I'm gonna keep the Penib and the Shiv, I guess. Brilliant. Big Mo, thank you so much for the Prime sub and 8 months of support. How does healing work after beating a boss? If you're on Ascension 5 or higher, then you get 75% of however much health you're missing restored to you. So you never start the new act with less than 75% of your health, +1, and you always heal at least some amount. But yeah, when it comes to asking yourself, like, how much should I fight to preserve my health in a boss fight? Value health as 1/4 into the next act. So 4 health equals 1 health. For Act 2. That often means that your potions are better to be preserved versus your health when you're in the boss fight, specifically. Did you know that I play games other than Slay the Spire? It's true. Catch me over on Baalorlord Plays for card games, RPGs, strategy games, and more. After Image is here. I like After Image a lot with the Blade Dance. I really like where this deck is headed. You can also take Phantasmal. Phantasmal Killer with Penib can do some cool stuff. Or Double Unload. It's not Double Unload. Yeah, Phantasmal's pretty decent here. Take an After Image. After Image and Coffee Dripper. We want energy. It's either Dripper or Key. I like Dripper a lot for this deck. Really like Dripper a lot for this deck. Pillow's already done its job, getting us a bunch of relics in Act 1. Is there somewhere a list of the mods I use? Yes, exclamation point mods. If you're on PC, use the Steam Workshop. All you have to do is subscribe to mods through Steam, and then it's very easy to use them from there. So modding Spire is really easy thanks to Steam Workshop. I've modded a lot of games in my life, and then Spire is amongst one of the easiest to slap mods into. Is Infomod on the workshop? I don't think so. What does RNG fix? It fixes what we call correlated randomness. Basically, it prevents the player from being able to cheat by knowing what's going to happen. Yeah, the exclamation point random. If you want to deep dive into what the hell that all meant, exclamation point random has some more information for you. What's the hardest to mod? Games that have been very hard for the modding experience. Personally, some older games, Baldur's Gate 2. I used to play a bunch of modded BG2. That game is not mod friendly. You've got to learn something called WeDo. It's a bizarre little program that's basically used only to mod Infinity Engine games. Kerbal Space Program modding was definitely a lot of trial and error. You've got to know a lot more about what you're doing to get that to work properly and to be able to understand what happens. What other games have been a pain in the arse to mod? Is RNG Fix worth installing even if not streaming for World Streaks? RNG Fix is worth installing if you find that you are observing correlated RNG in action and being in any way annoyed by it. So if you're aware of the correlated random events and it is affecting how you play the game, then you should install it. Otherwise, there's no reason to. Actually, the other reason to install RNG Fix would be so that you can play the same seed that you saw on stream. If you want to play a seed that I did and you want to get the same random events that I do, you'll have to play it with RNG Fix. I love that, J.A. Yeah, the only thing harder than the bosses in Ascension is trying to get it working in the first place. No, that Ascension final boss is no joke. I've done that fight a couple of times, and it is a nightmare and a half. How'd we get to 448 coins? Easy. Don't go to a shop in Act 1. Try it sometime. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, just don't go to a shop in Act 1, and you'll be rich in Act 2. Yeah, exactly. It's a can't unlearn correlated RNG. Please help. The correlated RNG in this and other games is something I would call a cognitive hazard. That is, it's something that can't harm you unless you become aware of it. And then once you're aware of it, and you learn about it, you can no longer unlearn it and no longer remove the consequences from you. So as long as you stay blissfully unaware of correlated RNG and its particulars in the game, then you have no need for it. Are there any rules regarding RNG Fix for World Record Streak? I don't think so. No. Pretty much everybody who streaks high-level Spire, at least all the English-speaking high-level Spire streakers, all use RNG Fix, so it's become informally accepted. But I don't think we would reject a streak that didn't use it. We might take issue if somebody were to use the correlated RNG knowledge to break the game, and there are a number of things that you could do that. I'm personally happy with not deep diving into all of the brokenness that you can interpret from correlated randomness, but if someone were to use it, hypothetically speaking, to break the game, then we might have to form an opinion on it. Thankfully, nobody's done that. Cursed knowledge, yeah, basically. By the way, I owe the chat a dad joke for Brad Comp. Where does Santa Claus stay when he's on vacation? At the Ho Ho Hotel. No refunds. What's the most impactful or exploitable bout of correlated randomness? Like I said, I'm not aware of all of the possible things that you can theoretically interpret from it, but I know people were starting to be able to do things like predict accurately where the defect's lightning orbs might hit, or to this is what the Shiv potion does, by the way. Yeah, you can figure out where your lightning orbs are going to hit. You might be able to figure out the rarity of an incoming relic, or at least the chest rarity that you're going to find in the middle of the act. I'm curious if you could predict card rewards in any way. I don't know if anybody was able to do that, but I'm sure there'd be a way to do it. Yeah, we're going to use the cutting potion here. It saves more than 14 health. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds really good. Let me get to Pendant, too. I guess I use that to kill this one. Save even more health. Full block. Nice. Yeah, El Coachram on the highest ascension levels, birds take 4 hits to knock out of the air. It is brutal. It is brutal. Dash is back. On 4 energy, it's a pretty dang solid card. Nice with Pen Nib? Sure, I'll add 1 dash. More Awkward Apparitions. Just like the Wraith form, this doesn't feel like a deck that wants intangibility that much. Because our baseline block is so good. I'm going to say no. This is a say no to intangible run. And say yes to well-laid plans and guaranteed blocking. We say yes to hand drill. Hand drill so we can beat Champ. I think we have easier Champ solutions, surely. And then I will remove 1 more strike. They are kind of good, but I don't want 4 of them. Wow. Would I like Intangible to return for Spire 2? If Intangible were to return, I would want it to do something different. So I guess no. I don't want to see this form of Intangible. Should have some kind of limitation or restriction, I think. Maybe you can only lose up to a certain maximum of health per turn, or just affecting unblock damage down to 1. That'd be kind of cool. I want to cycle back. Actually, no. Let's try to keep Pen Nib on 9. Yeah, let's just try to block until he's dead with Fumes. That's the play here. Okay, I think I want a Deadly Poison. It's not a very exciting poison card, but it's the first... It's better than Poison Stab, at least at applying poison. Piercing Wail is also pretty dang good. We can just take one of those. Let's just take one of those, actually. The Juzu Bracelet turns a combat into the Gold Shrine. I'm not exactly thrilled about. I think I'm going this way. I'll take the $50, I suppose. Do I regret the Juzu? Yeah, kinda. Alright, and I feel pretty strong, so let's go into this elite fight here, which is Gremlin Leader. Or like Gremlin Bleeder. I think Fumes will carry this fight, though. Paulini, thanks for the Prime sub and 15 months of support. I guess I can strike Leader here. Let's do that. We full block this hit. The Gremlin dies to the poison. And if we get attacked, it's actually good because I have the boot thingy here. And now I get free damage on Leader. Yeah, that was really good. Get my setup turn where I can play 3 powers. Nice. Very good. I'm going to backflip first. I'm probably playing 3 strikes. One will have pen nib. Or... no, if I pen nib the unload on the leader, I don't kill both gremlins here. Let's see, yeah, let's backflip. Hey, neutralize can do stuff. What does neutralize let me do? Neutralize lets me play 1 strike on leader here, I believe. Strike the sneaky twice. Or I can keep neutralize. No, I have to play the unload. Yeah, I can keep neutralize is the other option. But I think using it for the 3 damage is quite relevant here. Yeah, then I can kill this guy with pen nib. We can strike leader 1 time and still retain 2 cards. Finding ways to do a little damage is quite helpful here. Now we get to block. Just retaining the weaken might have been good after all. Thankfully we have the yell. You can see why I don't think this deck needs Wraithform, right? Like, what is Wraithform doing here? I already full block the 46 damage attack. 48 damage attack. Wraithform is doing nothing here. Even leave with the pen nib back on 9. Okay, that went so well. We got a Maw Bank. Okay, that's kind of sad because I have to go to this shop. I mean, it's not that bad though, right? We get, how much money? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60 gold. That's not terrible. Distraction says plus on it. Why does it say plus? It makes it a decent card. It's 2 block with after image, usually. I'm going to try it. Might be a trap. But I think it could be good here. Kill it, right? Think so. I can block for quite a bit here. But also Swift Potion. Honestly, though, we don't take that much damage here. Block for 4 plus 9 plus 3. That's most of the damage. I don't think I need to potion here. Taking what, 2? Nothing. Yeah, I want to fight this elite, so I'm going to try to kill with Fumes here, so we can leave with Pen Nib on 9. Fumes, hello? actually have to block another attack. Beams is bad. That's alright. I'm sure we can do it. Camel Crush, thanks for the Prime sub and 49 months of support. Poor Camel. Dodge and roll says plus on it. That is good enough for me to add. Escape plan was also pretty good. Maybe I should have clicked escape plan. Definitely going to take max health with Coffee Dripper. Gives us some more of a margin of error here. All right, distraction. What are you going to do? Acrobatics, okay. Acrobatics into backflip. Into well-laid plans, the piercing whale. Okay, so distraction did great stuff here. This feels like a fight where I probably gonna want to use the Fear Pot. It's a kind of a scary opponent here. Isn't that all the block on the deck? Hell no, it's not. I have like 4 more block cards. This deck is block and not much else. Keep neutralize. Neutralize backflip. Yeah, I'm gonna keep neutralize backflip here. Dodge and roll strike. Keep unload dash, I think. Might have to finish this with a pen nib unload. Very end here. Piercing whale, good to see ya. Although it looks like I don't need you yet. Now's the time. Nice. Very clean fight. I concur that the deck wants a blur. Might want more attack cards, though, with Molten Egg here. Or a Deflect Plus. Man, this deck is awesome at blocking. I'm going to go Sentry first here. Although I will remove the artifact off the Guardian. It loads a free block this turn. Delayed plans would have been good here. Next turn might backfire. Gonna be frail. We're not immune to that, sadly. Isn't. That's completely fine. Pick 2. Don't I need more card draw cards? Yes, yeah we do. Certainly do. Acrobatics would be good here. More backflips would be pretty okay here. More cards that say plus would be good too. Need those lying around. We'll just win through attrition. It's fine. Caltrops would be good in this deck. I would take a Caltrops pretty hard. More dexterity. Oh, Glass Knife Plus with the Molten Egg. That's pretty good damage. Yes, I will take a Glass Knife Plus, I think. Especially with Pen Nib, right? Yeah, with Pen Nib. Seems okay. Membership card. Seems pretty good. There's another backflip for us. And the Caltrops. Backflip Caltrops. Amazing. Money is on sale. Confirmed. Can't do backflip Caltrops remove, though, so maybe I remove a strike over the Caltrops here. Guess I'll do that. Seems fine. And then upgrade elite upgrade. Any reason not to do that? Because the upgrade is bad? That would be a good reason. In which case I should go event instead of upgrade. Curious. Because I'm upgrading like a backflip or something. So yeah, let's take an event instead. See what happens. Nothing to see her. Thanks for 34 months. We'd rather go... we'd rather go event elite fire versus elite event fire. Because as you leave a shop into an event node, you cannot get another shop. But if I go to the elite and then here, this could be a shop, and I'd have no money for it. We want to go event first. It's Ranwid. Why not remove unload, they said. I gotta give it to my dear friend Ranwid. He wants it. Here, take this unload. We get a boat thingy. Exemplary. I shall study this further in my chambers. He rummages around in his various pockets and gives a boat anchor? You had that in your pocket? Isn't it heavy? Oh, it's a miniature trinket. Okay. Right, distraction, what do you got? That's pretty good. Another blade dance. That lets me pen nib the Masterful Stab, does it not? It does. How much total damage do I have then? I have 12, 12, 24. It's 48, plus 9. That'll kill this guy. So yeah, we kill the red guy. Turn 1, that's great. Do we take the next spot? Why would we? We're not playing a block card here. There's no reason to drink that right now. We're not playing a block card. Actually, maybe I am? No, I don't think so. Yeah, there's no reason to deck spot here. With the after image, we just full block this anyway. And I don't need the block next turn either, right? So yeah, don't waste your potion here. I might use this in Champ. I guess I don't need the block next turn, so let's just play the Fumes. Yep, certainly did not need the block this turn. Chonk. Don't backflip. How viable is a poison focus deck? Pretty viable. You will want answers to short fights like this one. Just pure poison cards is going to be a bit of a struggle for that reason, but yeah, a poison heavy deck, definitely viable. Ugly Magician, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Koozie Sub Club. Ancient Tea Set is nice for a deck that draws so many cards on turn 1. Fletchettis are here. This can do pretty good damage in a deck like this. Yeah, let's slap a Fletchettis in the deck. And I think I want to upgrade Neutralize, because we only have the one weaken source at the moment. I actually rather like this upgrade over After Image. Alright, Chump. That is your real name. Oh yeah, we have Pen Nib Fletchettis too, I forgot about that. Power of the Nib. Already metallicizing, huh? Do it. Not what I was hoping for, but I will take it. I guess we maybe want to go slow and let Champ build up poison at this point. Only we had a hand drill. The other option is rush him and get him before he metallicizes again, which I do kind of like, actually. Let's do that. This is frail and Vuln. Unfortunate. So we're not able to avoid Vuln for Execute. I guess that doesn't matter too much. Baylor finds a way? Yeah, he does. It's probably going to involve the Dex potion. I guess not having Weaken is pretty good. Either way, I'm not splitting this turn, right? Okay. Let's just wait then. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's really good. We're going to be vuln, but not frail. For Execute here. Not trying the backflips is kind of annoying, though. Go well. Do you want to keep neutralized for next turn and piercing whale? That'll help block a lot. Backflip's pretty good too, though. All right, here we go. Mistake dot. Thanks for the 500 bits. Okay, so incoming is 36. We are blocking for much here? Effectively 30, it looks like. But I think we're going to use the deck spot now. Yeah, that should make exact block, if I math correctly here. It does. Doesn't he heal? No, Champ doesn't heal. Only Time Eater heals. Champ just removes his debuffs and gets really strong. Looking like we're all right here. I do want to keep the damage, though, yeah? Yeah, and so because we were able to prevent him from metallicizing a second time, we were able to get through the health in Phase 2 here pretty reasonably. GG. That wasn't bad at all, actually. In fact, we took 0 damage to Champ. There's the Nightmare I was hoping for. I will take a Nightmare here. Nightmare any of our scaling cards, be it Fumes or Footwork or even After Image. And we can do a lot of stuff. Grand Finale is also a hilarious option here. Wait, Pen Nib Grand Finale. Yeah, you could take Grand Finale here if you want to. Deck's not quite good enough at drawing cards for me to really think that's a good idea, but it is an option. I'm taking Nightmare. Oh, we do get Ring of the Serpent. And it's a really good Ring of the Serpent compared to the other options, too. Awesome. I'm happy to do a Ring of the Serpent run. Yeah, that's a very good Ring of the Serpent. Don't we need card draw has been declared? Yes, we do. And this is card draw. 1 card draw per turn, in fact. Could have had a Wristblade Grand Finale. It also boosts the Masterful Stab if we play well. Smile. Black Star is reasonable here, too. We have the key already, so we could take 3 or 4 elites in Act 3. Collect a whole bunch of relics. But I really like having 1 draw per turn. So we're going to upgrade our starting relic to the Ring of the Serpent. How do you justify it being draw negative neutral until turn 3? Well, as you've noted, we've got turn 1 covered, right? We have 10 block and 2 additional cards on turn 1. So I still have 8 card turn 1s. I don't need 1 card on turn 1. In which case, effectively transferring 1 card from turn 1 to turn 2 is still a benefit, probably. So we're benefiting on turn 2. Assuming we don't need the card on turn 1. Would have been a 3 elite act for the Black Star. Probably just take the same path that Black Star would take anyway, it looks like. Unless I want 1 more upgrade, but I don't think I do. Maybe I do. I like the double shops here with membership card. Maybe only go to 1 of them, though. Ring of the Serpent was draw 2 every turn, like the bugged mobile version. It would be a pretty dang good relic. Be taking it a lot, to be sure. The Deadly Poison. Yeah, side benefit of the Ring of the Serpent is that it makes the Nightmare better by virtue of giving us more cards in hand for the Nightmare to potentially target. Here we go, real poison. Bouncing Flask is probably getting picked here. Although Dash Plus is not bad either. Nightmare Distraction? It's not. Nightmare Footwork is allowed. I think I'm going to do that. How many after images is too many? $500. Or, yeah, 500 is too many. 499 is the perfect amount. Yeah, you want to have exactly 499. Don't ask. Question is, can I kill them all? But they keep regenerating. I guess if I let the fumes even them out, maybe I can. That'll do. Crippling Cloud's good. We are hurting for weakened sources. Take one of those. A little bit expensive for this deck. 4 energy really doesn't get you that much. But still. Also, yikes. Hello? Why are you all attacking me? Use the weak pot here, or maybe even the draw potion. I saw draw potion. There we go. Still take some damage. Not too bad, though. A really aggressive turn 1. First, the Nightmare. In a pinch, we can also Nightmare Deflect, by the way. And that can be pretty good, too. Piercing Wail plus. Yeah, so I would like a second Piercing Wail. Maybe even a third. Again with the double exploders. Interesting. Low. Bounce. Okay. It's better than playing strike on that guy. More fun. I want to relay plans here? I guess I do, huh? Chet's Blade Dance. Victor, thank you so much for the Prime sub and 13 months. Support. I was afraid of that. Ouch. Bass Doctor, thank you so much for the Prime sub in 2 months as well. Tricky. I don't like losing a lot of health here, huh? It's not that much. Yeah, I could have killed this one, but then I would have taken even more from the exploder going off, right? No, never do that. Block as much as we can, which is pretty good, actually, right? 15. This saves 3, but I think I'd rather have that potion for this elite. If I am indeed fighting that elite. Which I think I am indeed doing. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, good talk. Which character is my favorite block engine? I like the Silent. Just having sort of consistent blocky cards that do stuff is really quite nice. 4th unupgraded backflip. This one I'm less sure about. This Lays, thanks for 16 months. How do you effectively use Nightmare? It is expensive. Yeah, the Retain is crucial to help line up the Nightmare with whatever scaling card you're looking to duplicate. Usually powers are your best bets for the duplication, although there are other situations. Setup can make it especially powerful. Upgrading the Nightmare goes a long way. Making it 2 cost makes it a lot more affordable. That's probably what I'm going to do here, actually, is upgrade the Nightmare. What other upgrades do I want? Bouncing Flask, probably. Nightmare is especially good with Catalyst, yes. Truth. Go Fear Pot over Weak Pot, yes. Hopefully that's not wrong. Travel immediately to the boss. Alright, well I'll just take a floor that does nothing, thanks. Feet. Imagine having feet. Use this. Keep him weak. Okay, slowly chipping away at damage, but with 12 dexterity and retain 2 and draw 6, we should be pretty safe here. Should be. Does not mean that we are, we just should be. Get me out of here. Please and thank you. Alright, 1 elite down. We get a Mercury Hourglass, giving us a trickle of damage. 1,000 cuts is here to be vaguely annoying. Skewer doesn't seem that good. I don't want any of these cards. Skip. And then we're going to upgrade the Nightmare, like I said I would. I'm slightly afraid of this fight. Slightly afraid of this fight. Nightmare Glass Knife is also a hilarious option here. Oh, we can Nightmare Footwork again. Interesting. Maybe I do want a Nightmare Glass Knife. I think I still want to kill the daggers, though. We don't have quite enough damage that if I Nightmare the Glass Knife, I can kill Repto here. Wouldn't be enough. Let's Nightmare the Glass Knife. It's a fun Nightmare target. Then I can always kill all 3 daggers. Guaranteed. Guess I just do that. We're going to take some damage here. Unless I want to Fear Pot dash. Don't play Fumes. Then I can full block. I think Fumes is pretty important here. Other option is play After Image too, instead of Fumes. Block for a bit more. Yeah, tough call here. We weaken her, she's going to go to 12 by 2, 24, so I'm currently taking 10 if I only neutralize. After Image would take 6, the Fear Pot line would take 0. I'm willing to take 10 to get Fumes down. Or take 6 to get After Image down. Also, I might need the Fear Pot on Repto. I think I'm going to take the 10. Do this. He's just going to keep attacking. That's, I guess, fine. You can keep doing that if you want to, Repto. Skip the Bouncing Flask. Just go for the kill with my attacks here. I'm getting weakened, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. You have to stop attacking so that I can hurt you. Help. Thank you. Look like I need the fear pot here. I think so. Eat piercing whale. It's dash. Or no, deflect. Yeah, piercing whale deflect here. Retain 3 or 4 would be good. Yeah, the piercing whale looking pretty good, especially. Looks like I can use the crippling cloud here. In fact, I can set up the crippling cloud and then backflip into it. Save 1 energy. Yeah, that'll do it. We get bronze scales. That's great for a deck like this. And a Fumes Plus. Hello? I mean... Fighting the bird. I'm still going to take it. Spire's 90% off on the Steam Winter Sale. The perfect time to get into Spire. Okay, we have all our keys. Let's hit this shop, yeah? We'll evaluate about the second shop. Frozen Eye is here. Tools of the Trade is here. Frozen Eye seems good. Yeah, Frozen Eye seems crazy good. Blood Vial, probably too little too late. Don't love any of these potions that much. I think I would like to go to another shop here. And I don't think I want the tools because of Bird Nerd. And am I taking anything else here? I don't think so. Okay. .7 damage. I'm gonna whale so that I can play all these fumes. Easy game. Bombish, thanks for the Prime sub and 6 months of support. Yeah, 12 fumes is a lot of fumes. That adds up pretty dang fast. Especially with the Caltrops and the Hourglass also ticking away, right? Really adds up. That dash says plus on it. Tempting, but I don't think I'm going to take it. We're a little energy starved, honestly. Would love anything that gives me more energy. Nunchaku, Happy Flower. There's the second Well-Aid plans. I think I'm going to buy this duplication potion. Is Bane ever good? Oh yeah, Bane's definitely decent at times. Rarely would I call it, like, truly amazing, but yeah, it's quite good. Ornithopter here gives us some more health, especially in Act 4. Is that good enough? That might be good enough. That is pretty helpful. UFO 50's on sale? I was hoping it would be. Yeah, I'm going to pick that up. Only 25% off, but I'll take it. Take it. He deflected Nightmare. Infinite. Well, Malaise is kind of nice. Slow him down a bit. Oh yeah, I have Frozen Eye, so we know where the footwork is. We're drawing it next turn. Perfect. It's 27 blocks, so I can play all the powers here. Okay, with 12 decks, we should just outscale Giant Head and be able to passively win this fight pretty easily. Nib Flechettes next turn. That's fun. This draws 2 skills. Crippling Cloud. Slow and Steady wins the race here. Really want an Envenom? Yeah, me too, Papa. Me too. Although that makes me wish that I had taken the Frozen Egg. Having Nib on 9 for Awaken 1 might have been okay. There's the energy I wanted. Happy Flower. That's huge. And massively rewarded for recalling early, because now we have a Catalyst. Catalyst when? Now. Catalyst now. Also Forge Pod now. But yeah, with 1 fire left, because I have the key already, I'm allowed to upgrade this. Seems good. So there's our endgame damage scaling, especially with Duke Pod, right? Seems great. How's the Awaken 1 fight? Not that bad, right? Does Nightmare Footwork again? Just Nightmare Footwork again. More like a weakened one. Up 3 by using up one of my precious piercing whales? I don't think so. I'm going to hold on to that. I have to play these both, don't I? I do. Then how am I nightmaring footwork? Maybe I'm not. Yeah, you know what? On retrospect, just 1 footwork sounds perfectly fine here. Take 2. Rip Masterful Stab. That's alright. We have Piercing Whale on this turn. Provides an ample opportunity to play the Bouncing Flask. Get the poison started here. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just keep the Awakened One's strength pretty low here. Play only the absolutely essential powers. Use the Catalyst in Phase 1, and then play all the remaining powers in Phase 2. Am I tall or a short king? I am 6 feet tall. What's that in inches? 72 times 1.54. 5'12", that's right. 2.54, that's where I went wrong. Yeah, 182, that's right. Whale here, I guess. Oh yeah, we can also use the whale trick to reduce strength in Phase 2. I've already played 1 whale, though. If I want to do that, I have to hold on to this, which means taking damage this turn, which is fine. Is fine. Cool. Okay, we play Piercing Whale on this turn. That'll reset the Awakened One's strength. As we go into the second phase here. Keep neutralize, defend. What do we nightmare? Probably the fumes, since we've drawn them together. Might as well, I guess. That'll speed up the second phase here. Also got bonus energy. Yeah, it's the freest nightmare fumes ever. Sure. Sure, why not? Wait, you guys have hair? don't know. Okay, we do get a deflect. That's not too bad. Take 4. Dreaded double void draw is pretty brutal, though. Still have another boss. 28 is not a lot of health. Actually, that's why I'm really happy about the Ornithopter. We actually have more health than it looks like. It's an illusion. We are out of here. Didn't set up Puppy Flower, but we do set up the Pendant. I guess is fine. GG. What happens if you retain an ethereal card? It just exhausts in your hand. You don't get to keep it. If only it were that easy. Okay, footwork being towards the bottom is a little scary here. Pretty good turn 1, though. Fully block, we get down 2 powers. And then we get to Nightmare on this turn if we wish. Petition, huh? It's kind of trash. Yeah, we just don't care about that. It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Does Nightmare and Catalyst even help me here? Maybe I want a Nightmare Piercing Wail. Now, we're not going to be able to kill one quickly unless I Nightmare the Catalyst. I will keep both Piercing Wails, though. So I think I want to go Whale, Cloud, Whale, Catalyst or something. Well, next turn 14. 14 times 3, 42, 126. So I'd have to block one more turn. I can do that. Or play Fumes now instead. Maybe that's smarter. I only get to Catalyst twice. Oh, I see. No, yeah, it's better to Catalyst because I can only retain 2 of them. Let's Catalyst here. Retain Catalyst, Catalyst. We want to use these to kill Donu before it buffs again, I guess. That's going to be hard. Spooky. That's not good. We don't have Corpse Explosion, that's correct. I might need to potion next turn. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's quite good. Yeah, we're good here. We good, we good. Only gets one last buff off. It's a little annoying, but not that bad. We can win the one-on-one against Deka pretty easily. Yeah, we good here. Although, can we weaken? Yes, I can weaken. Right. Don't want to win yet. Happy Flower. Setting up Happy Flower in the Shield and Spear fight might be rather relevant, although I want it on 1, I think. Because I have Ancient Tea Set for turn 1. I want to kill Donu next turn, or Deka next turn, it looks like. Yeah, you're retaining an ethereal card, it just goes away. Calculator Ramble, how's it going, shiny green button? What does this button do? Okay, we made it into the final act with both our potions intact, which is rather valuable. Two thump, two thump, two thump. A deep pulsing dread could be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all this blocking? You prepare your catalyst, dealing 2, 3, 4, 0. Have I been here before? What would I say is the variety between runs that hooks player and vanilla? Yeah, the thing with mods that add more stuff to Spire is that Spire's we call this a combinatoric explosion. Like Spire has enough different relics and events and cards for you to find that each and every run ends up being kind of completely unique. I have at, almost 9,000 hours of playtime now. I've had many runs that have felt similar, but I've also run into many one-of-a-kind runs in the course of my vanilla Spire experience. I think that's part of what really pulls people in, is that it is already so varied as to create real one-of-a-kind experiences for you. I think I'm upgrading the Bouncing Flask. Tough call here, actually. Wish I could rest. Yeah, the Mastery Challenge led to a lot of unique runs. Orange Pellets are here. Shame I can't buy the Orange Pellets and the Speed Potion. But I think I will probably buy Orange Pellets. Vanilla Spire is novel situations with familiar pieces. Yes. Well said. Very well said. Yeah, I think I just go Pellets here. Pellets really helps us survive the heart. At least it should. Pantograph would be good. I wish I could buy that. Alright, can I beat these two, though, is a really important question. That's a pretty dang good turn 1. I'm going to go with yes. Very likely I can. I think I want to try to kill the shield first. Not sure about that, though. Yeah, after image upgrade, worthless, as usual. Turn 2, I'm drawing this. It's like we just block on our own merits here. I can use the whale. Well, I'm doing damage here, right? Yeah, I am. There's no whale, huh? So math time. Currently taking 32, so I'm taking 6. If I... We do have 5 energy next turn. I'm going to draw these 6 cards. Get 2 burns, more accurately, and then the backflip draws these last 2. I have 1, 2, 3, 4... What should we block in for? With After Image, block for 1. Then we block for 9. Survivor's going to block for 12. And discard a burn. Fend is going to block for 9 again. Distraction. Oh, yeah, and we have 14 from the boat thingy. So we're full blocking is the answer. And I can keep the Piercing Whale, too. Oh, but am I turning around? Oh, crap. I don't think I thought that all the way through. Help me turn around. Thank you. Perfect. Do I need neutralize for next turn is the question. I think I want to play the whale to remove the remaining artifact here. The Whale Blade Dance Survivor. Backflip Catalyst. We lose the strength down. Nice. Yeah, because I'm going to need neutralize to work next turn on this thing. I also want the poisonous to get started here. Thank you for not attacking me. Appreciate it. Okay, so we have to block 28. Looks like that makes playing the Nightmare kind of prohibitive. I just catalyst you? Groot with the Prime sub in 10 months. Thank you, thank you. I can just do this. Might Nightmare Piercing Whale, actually. Yes, I could Nightmare Piercing Whale. Looks like I'm going to play Cloud instead. Keep Whale Deflect. Low and Steady seems to be winning here. You're dead next turn. Block this turn. What more could you want? ask. Might break the pen nib here to get Happy Flower on 2 for heart. Actually, do I even need to? Perfect. XFEC, thank you so much for joining the list of channel cuties. All hail Twitch chat. We got another cutie on the list. Let me get you added right away. You're on the list. We get Lantern, which means the Happy Flower is wrong. We get Acrobatics, which with Frozen Eye is really good, or a third Piercing Wail for heart. I don't feel like I'm going to need a third Piercing Wail for heart. I'm going to take this Acro. Tempting, though. All right. Turn 1, already looking pretty good here. Yes. What we don't have is Will-Aid plans, huh? So I could draw to Nightmare, but I'm not sure that I want to. No way to draw 1, huh? Interesting. Acro for 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, assuming no statuses, I want to draw the Survivor through the Defend, I think. Then we're in a position to Nightmare the Catalyst. What if turn 3 big hit? Yeah, I like your line cake. That's what I was thinking about actually. Is it Forge Pot, Dupe Pot, Crippling Cloud? The reason we would Dupe Pot, Crippling Cloud actually is not for the poison for the catalyst, but rather because I need the heart to be weak on turn 3 to live the big hit if it happens next on turn 3. With the Piercing Wails as they are in the draw pile, we're always going to be able to Piercing Wail the first multi-hit, so we just have to survive that one big hit. I think Dupe Pot Crippling Cloud is the way to do it. How do I lose if I Nightmare Feet? I just don't draw any block cards and I die. Right? We don't get to retain any block, is the problem. So, like, you Nightmare the footwork, right? If we backflip acrobatics, we can get, like, 5 cards deep or whatever. Nightmare the footwork, and then I draw footwork, 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 1 defend. Guess that would let me purge, yeah? Let me just check that we do enough damage with the Nightmare Cataline. We would... Pendib the Flechettes is actually kind of enormous here. So we're going to do 72 from that. He's sick. Plus 14 from the poison. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can play the Blade Dance. I guess I can also do 16. So we do 102 on turn 1. We've already done 3. Then goes to 13 poison. We catalyze that for 39. Actually, that's assuming I draw the Nightmare on the catalyst. What if I... no. Oh, yeah, we are. And I can probably strike, too. So let's assume that's another... 39 plus 6. It's 3 from the thing. 150. Kind of depends on whether I get the multi-hit or not. Anyway, then on turn 3 we do 200, 200, 200. Yeah, so I just have to do the 50 more. Or survive one more multi-hit or something. It's a little concerning. We kind of need the multi-hit to be first for this plan to work. Otherwise, we're not going to kill the heart before the next attack. And I'm not going to have much health for that attack. What's option 2? How do I feel about nightmaring the after image? I would rather nightmare footwork, probably. We don't play very many cards per turn. After image is very little block. Let's see here. So, what if I... Be backflip, after image, deflect... 7 cards in hand at that point, so Acro would draw 4. One, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3 energy. Play the Nightmare. But I don't get the poison started if I do that. I'm definitely dedicating to a longer fight if I take that line. But then I can almost assuredly remove the debuffs on turn 2. That does sound pretty good. does sound pretty good. Maybe that's the safer line. Take the slower play. By my math, we just don't quite have enough damage if we rush the kill here. Unless I Nightmare Catalyst turn 1. Wait, what if I can do that? I'd have to play Crippling Cloud and Nightmare? There's no way that's happening. No, we can't afford both of those. No, there's no way I can do that. Okay. So, yeah, Nightmare the Footwork then? Nightmare the Footwork sounds right. I think that's what I'm going to do. How much am I worrying about statuses being added to the turn 2 draw? Not too much, because we have like 2 buffer cards in the hand that we're going to draw anyway. I'm really not concerned. And if I take the Nightmare line turn 1, which I think I am going to do, then even less. Could Acro to get Catalyst next turn if I wanted. I don't really want that. Yeah, I don't really want that. Okay. Are we Forge Potting? I don't feel like I am. Oh, weaken this way, huh? Removing Vuln is better than weakening, though. And we should probably play Flechettes. No, I'm playing Footwork, right? I'm not playing Flechettes. It is good damage, though. But I shouldn't... because we're playing the slow line, I shouldn't need the damage. Yeah, I don't think I need the damage. We're going to play this Footwork. Nightmare the Footwork, play the Footwork. This also puts us closer to the well-laid plan, so we get it earlier in the fight, which is pretty relevant. Yeah, this should be good. Yeah, this should be good. Save the Duke Pot for later. Okay, just big hit first. That's good, actually. Ooh, the Void. I didn't think about the Void. I should have thought about the Void more. I did not think about the Void. Thankfully, that gives me power attack and skill easy peasy. Do I just Duke Pot a Footwork? Surely not. This turn is a little awkward. Now we got dodge and roll, right? Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Footwork, Footwork, Cloak, Shiv, remove all the debuffs, dodge and roll. Leave 1 Footwork unplayed. We do take a bit of a hit. That's fine, though. Is it Forge Pot time? Not sure. Does it ever dupe well-laid plans? Nah. Doesn't look like it. Noise. Next turn looks kind of bad, though. Next turn looks kind of bad, though. Maybe next turn's the Forge Pot. Yeah, this is a good Forge Pot. Guess I get to play Crippling Cloud. That's nice. Cool. Yeah, we're fine. Guess I don't even play the neutralize yet then to save one more health. And then we do pot the catalyst. Put a 200 poison. Then we're safe. No harm can come to us now. GG, Mr. Hart. GG. Blocked. Slow and Steady does win the race in the end. I'll take it. GG.
If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And don't forget to check out Baalorlord Plays for variety content. Click the blue Baalor icon to subscribe.